Hey everybody, before we start the show, I just want to let you know this is going to be a great show. I'm very excited, as always, to share important content with you, help you grow your life and your business, focus on the three components of economics: mission, mindset, and money. And today we're going to talk about money because I get this question all the time. So stay tuned as we run into the beginning of the show. Most people aren't living the lives that they want. If you don't have the relationship, the career, the experiences, and the money that you want, there are only three reasons why. You haven't focused on your mission, your mindset, and your money. I'm Ebong Eka, and besides being a best-selling author, CPA, and leadership small business champion, I show everyday people how to take their ideas, create valuable products and services, raise their prices, and get raving customers that can't wait to do business with them. And I do all of those in 4 simple steps. I want to help you. I want to change your life. I want to change your relationships. I want to change your business. And these are the principles of economics, and you're watching EKAnomics TV. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of EKAnomics TV. This is your host, your friend, your mentor, your best digital friend on the universe and on this planet, Ebong Eka. Yes, I'm wearing a sweatshirt that says King today. I don't know why. Sometimes it's good to tell yourself things so you feel better about yourself. But I think a lot of people don't do that. When you hear information or you hear stuff going on that's not, not in a good realm, sometimes it's important that you got to plant your own seeds, you got to water your own grass, and you have to feed your body with nutrients. And that includes your mind. Your mind's part of your body, right? So today's show, in essence, today's show is really important for you guys who are small business owners and even those who want to be entrepreneurs, who are in the startup space. Now, I come here every single week to talk to you and to share with you information on your mission, mindset, and money. Remember what I told you guys at the beginning of the show. Economics is a philosophy, it's a way of life, it's a way that you live and leave things here in a legacy format. Make sound good? Now, for those who don't know who I am, like I mentioned before, you might have seen it in the lower third in the Chiron. I am a CPA by trade. I'm also a certified professional coach. I am the founder of EKAnomics, EKAnomics, the EKAnomics Academy, which is one of our coaching training programs, as well as Eka Digital Media, which is our social media agency, and economics in general, and also the best-selling author, Start Me Up, the No Business Plan. And I'm going to take some tips from this to help a lot of you guys every single day who have ideas, who have new things they want to start. And now here's the reason why this is happening. I literally get emails every single week from people all over the world, either through they've seen me on YouTube, see me on Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever it is. They're always seeing my videos and my content, and they're asking me questions based on the information that I previously provided them. Make sense? So one of the questions I always get is people want me to evaluate their idea. They want me to evaluate their business proposition, their idea, what they're doing, and why it works. And so in this particular show today, we're going to talk about the 3 components of a great idea. And I'll give you some examples of those components as well, and we'll talk about them. And if you have any thoughts or comments, wherever you're watching this, just make a comment and share, like, and subscribe as always. I want to hear from you. If you hate the show, like. If you hate the show, like and comment below. Tell me you hate the show. I want to hear from you. If it's on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you are, put it in there. I want to hear from you. I want to know what you think. I want to know why you think what you think. And let's have a dialogue. Let's have a conversation. That's more important. So, real quick, I wrote this book maybe a few years ago. And the reason why I wrote this book is because I used to write business plans years ago. And I wrote them for my ideas and for the ideas of others. There were people who had ideas to start businesses. This is during the dot-com days. For those that don't know, I know I look really young, but I'm in my 40s. And so back then in 1999, 98, 97, and kind of in that range, dot-com was furious. A lot of you who were watching may not have been old enough to know or to care. But at that point for us, it was really important. All you had to do is write a business plan and then get in front of investors and pitch. At that time, it was the wild, wild west of venture capital and angel investing. People literally were making deals in the back of napkins. People would say, "This is my idea. someone would stroke a check for you, give it to you, and then they'd fill out the paperwork and due diligence later. And so as a result, there was a bloodbath in the .com era. And there's a reason why. With any type of bubble, the reason why that happens is very simple. There's no adherence to these three components, and these are the three reasons I believe a lot of businesses failed. So I ended up writing this book based on, I had someone who came up to me and wanted me to write a business plan for him, and she had a great idea, but it took forever for her to get done with her business plan. And she came back to me 9 months later, and I said, you could have had a baby in the 9 months that you wasted writing a business plan that no one was going to read. You know, the other story is why I wrote this book, in addition to that, was I was in front of a wealthy investor, and before we started our meeting, he asked me for a copy of my business plan. I gave it to him. He went to the table of contents, and then he ripped out 4 pages, and he gave the rest back to me. He's like, this is all I need. This is literally all I need to make an informed decision on whether or not we should move forward. And I realized, why did I spend my time writing a 60 to 70 page business plan when all he needed was 4 pages? So I took those 4 pages, put them into four major areas, steps you should focus on, and that became the foundations of this book, Start Me Up to No Business Plan. Business Plan, not only a bestseller here in the U.S., Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, but also in Indonesia and other countries across the world. So into the next segment, we're going to talk about, in the next segment, I'm going to share with you the three components, and I'm keeping you here because I want to do them all together in one segment. And then the last segment today, I'll give you some examples of companies that are doing really well and how those ideas follow the 3 components. If you want to have a great idea, if you want your idea to work, and I'm going to tell you some of the things you need to avoid in coming up with this idea. You need to follow these 3 areas. If you don't follow these 3 components, you don't have these 3 components, the likelihood of you having a business that takes off and survives and thrives is literally next to 0. Okay? So again, I'm here to help you. I'm here to bring you value. I'm here to make sure your business takes off. Entrepreneurship is one of the best ways to creating a future for yourself. I know you can do it with a job, but there are other things you can do as well, and I want to help you get there. Sound good? Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in a few minutes. Hey, so how do you like the show? I want to thank you for coming. More importantly, I want to ask you a simple question. Do you have any challenges in your life and currently in your business? Something that's keeping you up at night? Some obstacle that you're running into and you don't know how to overcome it? Tell you what, I want to help you. I want to talk to you. More importantly, I want to feature you in one of the future episodes of EKAnomics TV. What we're going to do is have a quick conversation, share your ideas, and go over your challenges, as well as solve them on air live so people can watch it. Now, all you have to do is follow the link below to see if you're eligible to be a future guest of EKAnomics TV, and I can't wait to talk to you, but also take your business and all of your ideas to the next level. Welcome back to the show again. As always, this is a great episode. We're talking about the 3 components that literally every good idea should have, and definitely has. And if you don't have these 3 components, you're literally missing out on the ability to grow your business, to actually start business that actually sustains itself and grows. Look, the bottom line is this. Every single business should not have to rely on investment in order to stay in business. I've talked about this in other videos. I talked about the three ways to bring money into your business. And I may turn this into another episode of EKAnomics TV, but you can find it on YouTube or any other places. But it's real quick. If you don't use the right one of these 3 areas in bringing money into your business, it goes down the crapper. So a lot of companies that you hear now that are struggling, guys like Blue Apron, right? Blue Apron is the home delivery food company. They've been struggling. They've got this is recently, within like a day or today or yesterday, they announced that they just received additional investment. And the 3 ways, obviously, bringing money into your business are very simple. One of them is the way that your business expands and grows. Other 2 ways are only temporary short fixes that lead to ruin. The first of those ways is investment, right? You go get an investor, VC, maybe you go on a stock market. The second way is through loans. You go to a bank, a private lender, hard money lender, something to that effect. At the end of the day, the investor is going to be on your ass about getting your business right. The bank's going to be on your ass about being able to pay the interest. They're not in the business of They're in the business of making money on the money they lend, not on making sure you survive. They don't really care as long as you pay your debts. The last is on sales. And so the three components that I'm going to share with you play a huge role in terms of sales and your ability to get sales out there and being able to do the things you need to do for your business so it makes sense and you can actually grow and expand. So the first one is it solves a problem. The first component of a great business idea is that your idea has to solve a problem, and you have to be able to identify what that problem is and how your solution solves it. I know solution and solve are two similar words, or the words of the same root, but you have to be able to identify how it solves it, right? And you have to be able to identify not only how it solves it, but what's required to solve it, okay? Too often I hear people email me and say, but Ebong, there's no other out there like this. There's no other idea out there like this. And I always tell them it doesn't matter. Like it really doesn't matter. There's no rhyme or reason as to what else is out there like this. It doesn't matter what's out there. There's just no one cares about what's already out there. You get it? It doesn't matter. It means absolutely nothing. There's no rhyme or reason to it being a unique idea. People always say that. Oh, it's not unique. There's a whole bunch of things out there like this. Again, it doesn't matter. There are lots of companies making billions of dollars collecting garbage. Garbage collection has been around for centuries, if not thousands of years, right? People come picked up the garbage and they burned it, incinerated it, and then that was a service. They got paid to do that. There's still companies today that do that, worth billions upon billions of dollars. It doesn't matter, right? You have to solve a problem at the end of the day, because here's why. People spend money for two reasons and two reasons only: to get a desired result and to solve a problem. Usually those two tend to be the same, but they either want to get a desired result or they want to have a problem solved. That's it. When it comes to garbage collection, the problem is I don't want garbage in my home. I don't want to have rodents and vermin and all sorts of other stuff coming in my house, and cockroaches, so I got to pack up the garbage and have somebody come pick it up and take it to a place far away from here. That's a service. It solves my problem. I don't have to think about that anymore. Think about any business that you use, that you frequent, that you go to. They solve a problem. That's why you give them money, so you don't have to do it yourself. When you go do dry cleaning, you pay somebody to dry clean your laundry and your clothes and your shirts, so you don't have to wash them and read the instruction and do all that other stuff and then iron them and then put them on a hanger and put them in your closet. That's why I spend money for that. That's why I spend money for gas. You know why I spend money for gas? Not because my car needs gas, because I don't want to walk everywhere. I spend money, I pay for a plane ticket. Why? I don't want to have to drive, 15 hours to go across, to go 4 states away when it'll only take me about an hour and a half by flight. That's why I pay for it. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be able to identify a problem you solve. The second one is it has to be scalable. So too often you see this in the coaching industry, and as I mentioned earlier, I'm a certified professional coach, and I've worked with clients one-on-one. The amount of money, you're limited by time. So scalability actually circumvents and supplants time. That's where scalability comes in. So let me give you another example to be clear. First of all, in the coaching industry, people do a lot of one-on-one clients. The thing is, you're limited to about 8 to 10 hours of your day every single day that you can devote to working with clients, right? And you got to understand, it takes more effort to work with 8 to 10 different clients every single day, whether it's over the phone, over video conferencing, maybe in person. There's travel time. There's amount of time sitting there. There's time for the small chit chat. All selling time. If you're working 5 days per week, let's say 10 hours per day, that's 40 hours. You can only see 40 clients, right? So if you can only see 40 clients, you literally have a ceiling in how much money you can earn if your ability to make money is attached to time. Now, scalability removes the concept of time from this. So that means you can scale by either hiring other people to work under you, right, who can provide more services to more clients, or it means you provide a service or you provide a product that literally removes, right? That literally removes the idea of time. So time is no longer a factor in your life. So too many people have a great idea that solves a problem, but there's no scalability factor to it. They can't do anything. They can't do anything more than that. And they're stuck because literally they just have a higher paying job, right? Does that make sense? And the third one, before we go to break, the third one I'll share with you, and then we'll go to break. We'll revisit the 3 components, and then I'm going to share with you, we'll talk about some other companies that actually have great ideas and how they adhere to the 3 components of a great idea. The last one is not cost prohibitive, right? So in other words, it doesn't cost a lot to start. If you have a company that requires you to raise $10 million in order to get it off the ground, it's a problem. It's going to be hard. Because before you can actually make any money, you have to invest a large amounts of capital, right? So if you put in, say, let's look at stable data. Let's go 1 million. You have to invest $1 million in order to get the business started. That business hasn't even got its first customer, its first client. You haven't done anything else, right? That's why freelancing companies do pretty well sometimes. People who are IT consultants, freelancers. The problem with them is they may solve a problem, but it's not scalable. So if you violate any of these three components, you are setting yourself up for ruin and going down the tubes. That's one of the biggest problems. If you violate these three components, you are literally setting yourself up for failure. And a lot of companies fail because they violate one of the three components, in many cases, at least two of them. But all you have to do is violate one, and then you're pretty much screwed. So, again, it can't be cost prohibitive. So there's no cost prohibitive abilities. You can start it for not as much money as you think you should. A couple $1,000s is fine because you can raise that. You can make it through another job. You can find other people. You can maybe borrow against your credit card, stuff like that. But if you have to raise $1 million just to get started, the likelihood of you actually getting this off the ground drops to zero. So when we come back from break, we're going to go over a few companies that you can think of that actually either violate these conditions or actually use these conditions. And I would love for you, as you watch this, comment below as to any company you can think of and mention a company in there, and I will go through the comments and see if they violate the three components, the covenants of a great idea. All right, stay tuned. We're going to see you in a little bit. Tired of clients that nickel and dime you? The only reason you're not earning more is because you're not charging enough. I know you may be thinking, but won't my customers complain? They won't, especially if you know what to say. Now, for a limited time, get access to my pricing training masterclass with up to 4 hours of top quality content. Want to charge more for your amazing service and find awesome clients? You know what to do. Click the link below and get your seat for this masterclass. This has helped so many entrepreneurs to set and raise their prices, triple, quadruple their income, and increase their profit margin. There's no reason why you should leave money on the table. Now, this is an opportunity for you to invest in yourself, your business, and also increase your revenue. So sign up today. Welcome back to another episode of EKAnomics TV. This is your host, Ebong Eka. You already know who I am. You've been watching the show at length before. We're talking about the three components, right? The three components of a great idea. Look, like I told you, we talk about the philosophies of economics, mission, your mindset, and your money, and the importance of a congruency of all those three. In today's show, it's going to be the money section. We're talking about the components of a great idea, the three components of a great idea. And if your idea is not taking off, chances are it violates the covenants. It violates these three components. And every single business you can think of that does really well adapts to these three components. And I don't mean doing well in terms of like just making money. I mean the ability to add additional value. Does that mean you're doing hundreds of millions? No. I don't care if you're even a realtor. The people who are killing it in the real estate game literally have identified these three areas, and then we'll talk about that. I'll also add a lot of the businesses that are doing well in a variety of different industries: chiropractor, dentist, you name it, doctor, lawyer, CPA, whatever it is. They've identified and hit these three areas and the three components, and they don't violate those covenants. If you violate the three areas, you're not going to take off and do well, even if your idea is already existing in the marketplace, right? You notice in the three components, being innovative or being the first is not on there because that's absolutely irrelevant. If anything, I like to see things that have already been there. And this is me, your host and friend and mentor and the king, Ebong Eka. Now, the three components are really simple. We talked about it earlier. Let me share them with you again. Your first one is it solves a problem. Okay? Your idea, your business idea, whatever, solves a particular problem. And you have to, when you solve a particular problem, you can identify that problem. You're also able to identify the target market that needs that solution. You get it? Right? So let's talk realtor as an example. The problem that a realtor solves is it helps simplify the process of buying and selling real estate. A realtor is not useful just to buy and sell real estate. Like if you want to buy a house, you can buy a house without one. You can sell a house without one. There's a lot of for sale by owners all over the country. But the reason why you want to hire a real estate agent that actually brings a lot of value is because he or she is able to simplify the process, and you can actually pay for that solution to have somebody else walk you through the process so you can focus on living your life, taking care of your family, doing your job, whatever it is that you do for a living. You can do, theoretically, you can do everything yourself if you want. You can buy your food, you can grow your own cattle, you can kill it and have beef, and raise your own chickens, kill it and have chicken. You can go fish to eat the fish that you want to eat. You can do all that stuff. Or you can pay $5, $6, $10 and go to the supermarket or the grocery store and buy it already cut and clean for you. You get it? You understand what I'm saying? That's a problem it solves. It's not necessarily just the food. It's the fact that everything is done and put together and packaged adequately so you can buy it, store it, prepare it, and then move on with things that are more important that actually need your attention. Same thing with buying and selling a home, right? That's what the problem they solve. They don't just buy and sell a house for you. They simplify the process for you so that you can focus on what's important to you, which is your life. You get it? So the next component is scalability. It has to be scalable. So by scalability is this. Let's use a realtor as an example. There are a lot of realtors who work for themselves. They have to make their own cold calls, create their own websites, do the transaction, find new clients, take clients out to different places, show them homes, do the listing. They can do all that stuff. But the scalability comes in to those who are able to build a team. All the realtors that I see that are killing it, the ones that have become brokers, those who are doing really well, doing millions of dollars, 20, 30, 50, $100 million in inventory, moving them every single year, right? Averaging about anywhere from $1 million to $12 million in home sales every single month. Those people have a team, right? They have a team. They have someone doing the marketing, someone doing the Facebook, someone doing the title. They have other people doing their job so that the head agent or the head broker can go out and focus on getting new clients and having customer acquisition. You get it? Okay. The third one is it's not cost prohibitive to start. You spend a couple $100 to a couple $1,000 to get started as a realtor. As an example, you got to pass the exam, pay a broker fee for every transaction you have. Maybe you have to invest in coaching and training, finding other real estate people out there, and also finding other personal and professional and business coaches out there who can actually walk you through the process of becoming an entrepreneur, right? And understanding the things about taxes and understanding how to run your particular office, how to build and grow a team, how to find people to work on your team. All those play a role. That is where it's not cost prohibitive. Now, if it costs you 30, 50, 100 grand to become a realtor, I guarantee you a lot less people would become realtors because that's a lot of money just to become a realtor before you get your first customer or client. Again, the three, solves a problem, right? It's scalable. There's scalability, which means you can grow it, right? And you have other pricing opportunities as a result of being able to grow it, and it doesn't cost you more money to grow. In proportion. And the last is it's not cost prohibitive. It doesn't cost you a lot of money to start. Okay? So Uber, as an example, violates these covenants, and I'll tell you why. It does solve a problem, right? You can find a clean car that is supported by ratings and supported by like an Uber rating and a star rating, and it has consistency across the board. It's easy to add to an app to your phone, and then from there you can literally just go on with your life and find your car. It comes to you. There's a symbiotic relationship there, right? The second piece is it's scalable. It's easy. All you have to do is literally have another person download the app, and they increase scalability by giving you a discount for inviting your friends. You see how that works? So they say if you invite 5 people, you get a free ride, you get $100 credit by inviting people, whatever it is, all the different credit things they do. They do that so that they could literally have scalability. It's very easy. You download the app. The app is free. It's easy to download. It's easy to find it. It's updated constantly. Now here's where it violates the covenant. The cost of starting. If anybody wanted to start a competitor to Uber or a new type of Uber, it's going to cost a lot of money. You got to build the app. You got to find the drivers. You have to pay them. You have to have the system in place to pay them. Even they have problems. You have to create their rating systems on the app. You have to have a team that actually deals with customer service, customer support, and then also an IT team that deals with the security of what you're doing. right? This deals with the security because your credit card is in this in the app. So many things you got to deal with that cost a lot of money. Uber's raised over $1 billion just to get started with it over time. So hundreds of millions to to $1 billion total. Blue Apron, very similar, same thing. Solves a problem. You can get food delivered at home in which you can cook yourself. Now, I don't think it really solves a major problem. I think that's why they're struggling. I just think it's a nice to have. I like to focus on businesses that you have to have. So a lot of times the companies that I've started or I've been participated in that I've participated in solve a problem in which there's a tangible benefit to working with me. So for example, Eka Digital Media is one of our newer companies, and Eka Digital Media helps entrepreneurs, small business owners strategically get in front of the right customers and clients and find the right customers and clients through digital marketing strategies, content, marketing, teaching you how to do it yourself if you need to, utilizing Facebook ads and writing copywriting accordingly to get interest and to grow that brand accordingly, right? You see that makes sense? And so those are the things that we think about. Those are the things that we focus on when it comes to helping people out there as to how to get their business off the ground and how to start, right? So those are the main focus of areas. So for our business, it solves a problem. If you could focus on a business that helps other people make money or decreases the amount of expenses but increases their potential to increase their revenue, people are more likely to pay for that because they understand the importance of the investment. So our digital agency solves a problem, getting known, finding new customers and clients, new leads. It's scalable because we have people in place that can manage campaigns for clients, and the price allows us to do so, right? And next, number 3 is not cost prohibitive. A couple $100 to a couple $1,000 to get started. Nothing really out of the ordinary there. Those are the things you can possibly do in order to get a business off the ground. Have a good idea, right? So we went over the 3 things. Look, for those who are watching, I appreciate it. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment. What I want more than anything else from you is to do me a favor, do your business a favor, and comment below. Let me know your business. Let me know if an idea you have, if you think it violates the three components of a great idea. Look, this is the reason and the way you can get your business off the ground. A lot of the companies that I've seen, that I've worked with, I've had as clients that are growing really well, that have done a lot of great things. Literally, their biggest things that they follow these 3 components. You can't overspend to get past this, because again, at some point in time, the market will never support you if you don't solve their particular problem, and if it's not scalable, because you won't have the time, the energy, and the resources to literally invest in helping your customers and your clients. So if you want to learn more about what we're doing, again, you can learn more about us, about me, as well as EKAnomics.com. The EKAnomicsAcademy.com. That's our select group of entrepreneurs. It's only a 6-week training program. It helps you get through the process. Look, it shows you how to find targeted customers, how to get clarity in your brand and in your idea, and also in your products and services. Understanding who your target market is, so that you can specifically target them accordingly and give them what they want, so they're willing to do business with you. We talk about how to create your funnel, your email marketing campaign, and as well as how to use Facebook ads to market and target those who you really want to get in front of, so that they can do business with you. Sound good? Eka Digital Media. If you're a small business owner, reach out to us. You can go to ekadigitalmedia.com. We have a free presentation to show you how we use a 3-step process to help customers and clients get new leads, new customers. We've been doing work I've been working with major brands for the last 3 years, actually. Some of our clients are like Bank of America, UMA, IBM, Experian, credit bureau agencies. There's a lot of different companies we've worked with in the past to create digital content and to deliver it to their small business community. And so we decided to take our experience for the last 3 years in those areas and extrapolate that over regular businesses in our local area as well as across the country. So if you want to learn more, I'm going to share with you for free the 3-step process that we use. You can go to ekadigitalmedia.com and you can literally it's a free presentation. You can find out exactly how we do it. 3-step process, very similar, very simple, and I explain it to you. If you want to learn more about, talk to us about your needs and how you want to get in front of the right people, how you want to find the right customers and clients, we'd love to set an appointment and talk with you. Again, there's no obligation, just a free conversation, free strategy conversation about the challenges in marketing and building your business. Plain and simple. If you want to get a free copy of Start Me Up the No Business Plan, I only have about maybe 60, 70 copies left. We're almost done. We've already given away a whole bunch thus far. It's hard to get these to be able to give away for free. All you have to do is pay shipping and handling. Very simple price. And for those who think that this is like a ploy, whatever else, I feel sorry for you that you think that that's what's happening. But you can go to Amazon.com and take a look at this. This book will retail for $15.99 on Amazon.com. Barnes and Nobles is $15.99 as well. I'm giving this to you for free. Plus, I will sign it, and you could send it, and I'll send it to wherever you are in the continental United States. I'll sign it and send it to you as my gift to you, based on the fact that you need to start your business. Plain and simple. So as we wrap up, I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this. Again, another episode of EKAnomics TV is in the books. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you have an idea for a business, rewatch this episode. Make sure your business idea does not violate the 3 components of a great idea. I believe in you. I want to help you every single day. I want to help you every single week. On Tuesday afternoon, we come here to share with you the importance of mission, mindset, and money. And your ability to be congruent in those 3 areas, I guarantee you, gets you a better life than where you are today. Let's get started. Follow, whether get the free copy of the book, whatever you're trying to do in your business, I am here to help you. I will see you guys next week.
Yeah.